Welcome to Nomad High Income Skills, Episode 1. I'm Arya Reyes. Today, you'll learn exactly how to design a three-deliverable retainer so you can attract better clients and build sustainable high income. By the end of this episode, you'll have a compact blueprint you can pilot this week and the contract guardrails to protect your energy and your rates. Your skills are your freedom currency.
If you've been on the road long enough, you know the pattern. A retainer starts as a good idea, then explodes into late nights, scattered requests, and a client relationship where you're always proving the value of invisible hours. That fatigue isn't just annoying. It destroys location freedom and makes predictable income impossible. So here's the promise. A three-deliverable retainer design that lets you charge $8,000 or more per month while capping your weekly workload and making outcomes obvious.
Why do traditional retainers fail nomads? First, scope creep. Vague language gives clients unlimited asks and gives you invisible extra hours. Second, invisible work. Much of what you do, research, optimization, meetings, doesn't show up in a single report, so clients underappreciate it. Third, inconsistent ROI narratives. Week-to-week activity feels busy, but doesn't map to a clear business metric, so renewals become negotiations about time instead of value. Those three problems add cognitive load and drain energy, the worst part for anyone who wants to be mobile and focused on high-value moves.
Now, the framework. I design every premium Nomad retainer around 3 monthly deliverables: Signal, System, Strategy. Signal is the high-impact output that directly moves a KPI, a conversion-focused landing page, a data-backed ad creative pack, or a client-ready pitch that opens deals. System is a repeatable asset, an automated dashboard, a templated campaign flow, or a playback process that keeps performance predictable. Strategy is the monthly synthesis, a 30 to 45-minute strategic review that translates results into the next month's focus. Three deliverables are the sweet spot because they create scarcity, make outcomes measurable, and limit your scope without limiting value. Here's a compact 3-step blueprint to design a three-deliverable retainer you can price at $8,000 plus and still protect your weeks. Step 1. Pick 3 deliverables tied to a measurable KPI. Choose one signal that directly impacts the KPI, one system that captures and automates repeatable progress, and one strategy that aligns cadence with decision-making. Step 2. Set a pricing ladder and a minimum guarantee. Price for value. Model the client ROI if your signal increases the KPI by a conservative percentage, and set a minimum monthly guarantee so you don't subsidize the relationship while it ramps. Include explicit out-of-scope rates. Step 3. Map an asynchronous delivery cadence that caps weekly work. Example cadence. Week 1 deliverable drop, Signal. Week 2 system maintenance and automation handoff. Week 3 strategic review and roadmap. Week 4 buffer and small optimizations. That cadence keeps you to a predictable 8 to 12 hours a week per client at premium pricing. Let me give you a real Nomad example. Alex is a freelance growth marketer who used to build $2,000 per month on an hourly, open-ended retainer. He shifted to a 3-deliverable model: one conversion creative pack, Signal, an automated reporting dashboard using Looker, and a templated ad playbook, System, and a 45-minute monthly strategy session with a 1-page roadmap, Strategy. He priced the retainer at $12,000 because he modeled the uplift conservatively and guaranteed a minimum 3-month term. The result? The client saw a clear conversion lift tied to the creative pack. Renewals became routine, and Alex standardized handoffs so he could run 2 of these retainers concurrently without burning out. Same income growth, less chaos. Scaling this without burning out is about systems and delegation. First, automate the repeatable parts. Use AI to draft initial creative variations, templates to generate weekly reports, and scheduled scripts to populate dashboards. Second, build a micro-team model. A vetted subcontractor handles execution for the system deliverable. You own Signal creative direction and client-facing strategy. Third, keep your time bounded with contract guardrails. Fixed deliverable scope, a documented change request process, and twice-yearly rescoping checkpoints.
The aim is to protect your client-facing hours. Those are the most valuable, and automate or delegate everything else. Now, a 30-minute sprint you can run this week. Step 0, open a blank doc and write the KPI your client cares about. Minute 0 to 10, list 3 candidate deliverables and map each to that KPI. Label 1 signal, 1 system, 1 strategy. Minute 10 to 20, price it using a simple ROI model. Estimate conservative uplift and set a 3-month minimum guarantee. Add out-of-scope hourly rates. Minute 20 to 30, draft a 1-page retainer scope that lists deliverables, cadence, deliverable acceptance criteria, and change request terms. This document is your pilot contract. Share it with a trusted client and propose a 90-day trial. Quick recap. Pick 3 deliverables: signal, system, strategy. Price for value with a minimum guarantee. Map an asynchronous cadence that caps weekly work, and use AI and vetted subcontractors to scale execution while you keep the high-value client-facing work. A few risk guardrails. Position each deliverable around KPIs so the client sees value. Include out-of-scope language to prevent creep, and schedule rescoping checkpoints to reset expectations. If you want the templates, the retainer one-pagers, and contract language I mentioned, they're in the course linked in the show notes. They cut the drafting time from hours to minutes and help you pilot faster. That's your high-income blueprint for today. Take one action this week and start seeing results. Remember, charge what you're worth and build income that supports your lifestyle, not destroys your health. Your skills are your freedom currency.